Uh, what a way to start. Hey team. So looks like we have to complete the Cold Harbor storyline to be able to continue the main campaign, and it's actually all ties together. So because I was like I tested it and I talked to this starter, this Vanus Galerian, who's part of the main storyline. And when I clicked on him, well, you'll see the dialogue, and it leads to the inevitable completion of Cold Harbor to complete the main campaign. And apparently you don't really get a full understanding of the main campaign's finale until you do Cold Harbor anyway. So it's technically part of the main campaign, even though it's not. So it's required. So here we go.
Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the Great Shackle beyond.
Okay. Projection. Why did you go in alone though?
In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the Plane Meld should come to an end.
You can't actually hear me, can you?
No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality. Yes, I'm sure that's what has happened.
I don't think that's what happened, projection. I should go in and find Vanus. So what's that? Black Forge. The Black Forge? Vanus Unleashed. So that's what we'll do. Oh, what joy? I mean, it's like one of those things. It's like I had a plan, like a schedule, and so this is throwing my schedule back a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's more content on Elder Scrolls Online, and it's good to cover this game well. I mean, it's a beautiful game to be immersed in, so it's not the end of the world. I think it should be just added into the main campaign progression chart, though. It would give people a better idea of what they're actually planning to do with their time. But anyway, let's do this. Small rant, but not really a major. There's worse things, much worse things. Oh, we were going to use the two-hander, weren't we? Yes. If it's right there, I'll be quite frustrated. Galerian's health. Oh.
You there, please. I need your assistance.
Are you another magical projection?
What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedra captured Vanus. They plan to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, Vanus divided his essence into 3 fragments.
Okay, so what can I do to help you?
Vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. Restore that energy to me and I can easily break free of these flimsy bonds.
What are you exactly?
When Vanus Galerion was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential essences: health, stamina, and magicka. I am the Great Mage's health. Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more.
Right, and how were you captured?
While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this, we are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains.
Why do they need Vanus to power the Great Shackle?
The Great Mage is a virtual powerhouse of magicka energy. The Daedra want to use that power to speed up and complete the plane meld, finally merging Nirn into Cold Harbor. But make no mistake, Vanus has simply delayed the inevitable with this ploy.
Goodbye. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? Go fight some vampires. Where are the vampires? Do they turn up and fight us? That'd be nice. Is that vampires? There we go. Oh. There we go. There's a bunch of them, right? Pop this. And that's how it's done. So I guess we go speak to the health bro again. No. Uses a lot of stamina is the only downside to the charge.
Returned. I had almost given up hope.
I've recovered your stolen energy.
Yes. I can sense its reinvigorating presence. Give it back to me and I shall free myself. Follow my light to the slave quarters. Then we can recover our essence of stamina.
Here's your health, my bro. Dunskies. Easy as. Easy, easy. Onwards and upwards. What's next? Not there. This way. Slave quarters. Horse. Sprint. Horse sprint. Or gallop. Slave quarters. Mage light for some reason. It's very strange. We don't have any of that. Cannot use the mount. No mount for us. Oh yeah. Traps. It's really nice. I love these sort of things. It reminds me a lot of like D&D. Real D&D. So here's the essence of stamina.
I sense the time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage has arrived.
I'm not really sure how much time has passed since we started the entry into Cold Harbor now. But I'm guessing for Galarian stamina it's been a while. How can I help you?
The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. If the slaves refuse, there is another way.
What's the other way?
The slave's taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy, but doing so will destroy the soul-shriven you target. However, the device only works from a distance. Get too close, and you can't target a slave.
Interesting. Tell me more about Vanus Galarian.
What can I tell you that you don't already know? Vanus Galarian is the most famous, most powerful, most daringly courageous mage in the Mages Guild. His legendary exploits are, well, legendary.
Why did he think he could take care of this on his own?
Weren't you listening? He's the great mage. There isn't anything he can't accomplish once he sets his mind to it. This particular conundrum is merely a minor bump in the road. Makes things more interesting.
I think Valerian might need to just be a bit more humble. Well, anyway, let's talk to these slaves. Hello.
I hate this so-called existence.
I need you to return... Well, why don't we start with, why are you so depressed?
I think the more pertinent question is, why aren't you more depressed? Why hasn't this horrible place made you so sad you can hardly breathe? Why? Why? There's got to be something wrong with you.
Okay, so that's not the way
I
to do it.
hate this so-called existence.
I need you to return the energy that was fed to you.
Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find your own.
Persuade. If you give it to me, I can use it to destroy this forge.
Well, in that case, just make sure you shut down this damn forge.
Okay. Done. Alright, Talion.
I saw you eyeing my fire. It isn't very warm, but it's all we've got. Go find your own fire, stranger.
Will you give me the energy they fed you?
Why? You don't look like you need it. Without it, I'll grow weak and wither away. Wait, that's what you want to happen. You want to hurt me.
This won't hurt you, Persuade. If you give me the energy, it will help you.
It will? I don't know. All right, take it. Take it and leave me alone.
Oh, poor guy. Madura.
I wish we could take longer breaks, but the work never ends.
The energy they fed you, I need it back.
And what will you give me in return? What do you have that will keep me whole and strong enough to do the work that is required of me?
Well, I don't really like this dialogue, but clearly it's required to do it, so just for the sake of passing through the dialogue, we'll use it, but I don't think this is healthy dialogue. If you don't return the energy, I'll give you a terrible beating.
Oh, so high and mighty. You think to take the place of the Taskmaster, do you? Oh, very well. Take it and get out of my sight. Some of us have to work for a living.
It's dark. Hilez.
Escape? That's easy. Waiting for the right time to make your move? That's where the difficulty comes in.
Hilez, I need the energy that was fed to you.
And how will that help this one see the escape plan to fruition? This one thinks you should bother someone else now.
Give me the energy or I'll rip it from you. Again, these intimidate dialogue options are pretty ruthless.
Always with the violence. Oh, your kind so predictable. Very well. Take it. This one hopes you joke on it.
What's left? Teresa
Don't run
Denta.
off like that again, Alexis. You know that I worry so.
Alexis. Who's Alexis?
Are we playing a game? Is this a new game, Alexis? You know how much I love games.
Okay. That smile. I don't know. We need to get you some help. Will you return the energy that was fed to you?
Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. I haven't felt this good in such a long time.
Does gold have a value in Cold Harbor? 347 gold. Yep, sure.
Oh, Alexis, you remembered how much I love bright and shiny things. I never could refuse your requests. Take the energy and use it well.
Interesting.
Did you succeed?
I've recovered the energy from the slaves, Galerian
The
stamina.
great mage himself couldn't have done any better, but don't tell him I said that. After you return my energy, I will break free. The last fragment is trapped in the foundry. Follow my light and I'll show you the way.
Take back your energy. Okay, groovy. Onwards and upwards. I mean, we are in Cold Harbor. I guess some of the dialogue's kind of going to be quite dark, isn't it? Still, I don't really like it. It's just, the other option was, defeat the slaves, and I don't really think that's very something I want to do, honestly. And, yeah. No thanks. Alright, so this is the essence. I assume this will be the hardest one.
The pain. It's exquisite, but this has to end. The great mage must be made whole again so we can finish our mission.
How do we get you out of here?
4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, they siphon my energy into the forge.
I thought you divided yourself so they couldn't do this to you.
Vanus divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy to power the Great Shackle. It didn't stop them from plugging this essence into the forge, however. Unlock the 4 seals and I'll be able to escape this damned machine.
I still don't really understand what they're doing to you.
They plan to use the Great Mage to provide a considerable boost of energy to complete the plane meld ahead of schedule. Vanus divided his energy among the 3 essences, making each one worthless to the Great Shackle.
Then what purpose does this device serve?
It provides the power necessary to craft Molag Bal's vile implements of conquest. Daedric weapons, dark anchors, the components of the Great Shackle itself. And I am the source of this energy, at least while the seals of binding remain in place.
Right, and what does the Great Shackle do?
It is a larger, more powerful version of a dark anchor, designed to complete the connection, to draw Oblivion and Nirn together.
Goodbye. Right. Well, let's do this thing. All right, we gotta fight our way through. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Spam the crit. Yeah, that's good. Because Ember's got a KO as well, so it's like actually works out quite well. Well, these are not hard mobs. Groovy. Right, so that's all done.
The bindings, they feel brittle, less powerful.
Yes, well, I unlocked the binding seals as you requested.
Then these bindings can no longer hold me. This essence will join you, and then we can find the physical form of the Great Mage.
Where is Vanus Galerian's body?
Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty Guardian, Kothutwilk. Defeat the Guardian and open the cage that holds our physical form. I can lead you to the Great Mage. Just stay close and follow my light.
That name is so ridiculous. Like, how do you even say that? Kothutwilk. Can you even say that? I wonder what language it is from. It must be derived from some sort of language. It's pretty out the gate. Oh no, we can't go through. Vibes. A really nice idea if you were going to play this game is sorcerers have a speed boost, so you can do a lot of this stuff where you run through things quite fast. It's just a food for thought. If the game's interesting and seems interesting to you, that's a great option for being able to do a lot of the content. I've only chosen to do it on this character because it's the character I use in, when I do if I play this game and I do PvP, this is the character I use, and so it sort of made sense to complete the main campaign on it because you get a skill tree on it, we're at, thankfully we're at 5 soul magic, and should actually upgrade that while we're talking about it. So yeah, upgrade skills. Well, anyway, when we drop to 20% health, we do 5.2k damage, and well, if you've been watching the previous episodes, you know this already, but 5.8k damage when we've got the sword and shield on. So it's quite good, quite good. I don't know what this is. We'll just press all the buttons. Interesting. It's quite a nice use of the stamina, magicka, and health thing.
Ah, health and vitality. Welcome back. And now stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk.
I think Vanus Galerian's trying to be too much of a hero. These are my current thoughts. You can see the consequences of trying to be a hero. Don't try to be a hero. There's heroic moments. There's a difference between being forced into heroic moments and trying to be a glorious hero.
Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself.
That is great. That's a great start. I really appreciate that. So this is the Great Shackle.
Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong. You have restored me, released me from captivity. With your continued help, we can end this threat once and for all.
Complete the quest.
The time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed.
Right. What can I do to help?
Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells.
Okay, let's go destroy the Great Shackle then, Vanus.
This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out?
What can you tell me about the Great Shackle?
What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a fascinating device if it wasn't so terrifying.
Is there a plan you want to share with me / us?
They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy. Disrupting that flow of energy may be key to destroying the Great Shackle. I'll know more once we get inside.
Right, okay. Well, then let's get moving. So, where are we at? What is that? Where are we at with the mission? So, the next episode will be breaking the shackle. So we'll begin the next episode very soon. So I hope this is fun. Hope you're enjoying yourself, and hope to see you in the next one.